in the vast expanse of the South China Sea, lies an island that appears unassuming at first glance. Its name is Fiery Cross, and from the surface, it seems like any ordinary place with its roads, intersections, and buildings bustling with activity. But would you believe me if I told you that just a few years ago, this island was nothing more than a coral reef? Yes, it's hard to fathom, but it is true. Over a few short months, China worked tirelessly to transform this mere reef into a fully functional island, leaving the world in awe of its rapid growth and development. This astonishing feat has earned it the nickname, the Great Wall of Sand. So how did China achieve this incredible transformation? Let's take a closer look. Before we delve into the details, I urge you to show your support by hitting that like button. Now let's continue our exploration. The South China Sea is an area of contention with 6 countries: China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Brunei vying for control over different parts of it. Yet, China's activities in the region stand out, particularly its recent land reclamation projects. While other nations have constructed artificial islands or expanded existing ones, their efforts pale in comparison to China's grand endeavors. Take Malaysia's Swallow Reef, for example. Initially intended for the Navy, it has now transformed into a popular diving resort and marine sanctuary. Vietnam has also expanded several reefs, but on a much smaller scale. None of them can rival China's astounding pace. To put things into perspective, in 2016, Vietnam reclaimed approximately 20 acres of land. Malaysia created 69 acres. The Philippines added 14 acres. And Taiwan managed just over 7 acres. Meanwhile, China emerged as the behemoth, reclaiming a staggering 3,200 acres of new land, surpassing its neighbors by leaps and bounds. Although it is highly likely that the other countries have continued their expansion, since 2016, none have come close to matching China's speed and ambition. The concept of constructing artificial islands is not novel. Throughout history, ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Aztecs, and even prehistoric communities in Wales and Ireland have built islands for diverse purposes. In the modern world, a notable example is the Netherlands' Flevoland, a massive artificial island spanning 375 square miles created through the drainage of land using dikes and dams. Another well-known instance is Hong Kong International Airport, situated on an artificial island covering over 8 square miles. Now, why does China have this insatiable need for artificial islands? Officially, the country claims that it aims to improve living conditions and infrastructure for the inhabitants of these islands. The new construction would provide better navigational aids, shelters, and weather forecasting, benefiting fishermen, sailors, and merchants navigating the treacherous waters. However, many skeptics believe that China's true motives are to strengthen its territorial claims, fueling controversy and speculation. Nevertheless, one thing is certain: China faces significant land shortages, particularly in terms of agriculture, with farmland per capita in China 40% below the global average. The nation is compelled to rely on imports, including crops like soybeans. There is even a scarcity of resting places, with over 3,000 cemeteries running out of space. The transformation of Fiery Cross from a humble coral reef into a bustling island serves as a testament to China's determination and ambition. Its race to extend its influence in the South China Sea has propelled it to achieve in months what would typically take other countries years. While the motives behind this unparalleled growth may be subject to debate, there is no denying the immense impact it has had on the region. So next time you gaze upon the seemingly ordinary island of Fiery Cross, remember its incredible journey from the depths of the ocean to the pinnacle of human engineering. The issue of China's rapid construction in the Spratly Islands has raised environmental concerns. Through the dredging and expansion of reefs, China has created islands with military facilities, runways, and other infrastructure. However, this has come at a cost to the surrounding coral reefs and marine ecosystems. The heavy environmental impact of this project cannot be understated, as it has resulted in the destruction of billions of cubic feet of sand and coral. While China's island-building capabilities are certainly impressive, there are concerns about the long-term sustainability of these artificial islands, construction errors, and the potential effects of climate change could make these islands vulnerable to erosion, storms, and rising sea levels. Some experts worry that due to the speed of the project, the quality of construction may have been compromised. Reports suggest that the concrete used in the islands is already deteriorating, raising doubts about their durability in the face of natural disasters. Additionally, the threat of rising sea levels is a major concern for these artificial islands. Examples like the sinking of Kansai International Airport in Japan, built on a similar artificial island, highlight the potential risks. It has sunk over 36 feet since its opening in 1994 and is projected to sink another 13 feet by 2056, potentially reaching sea level, as China grapples with the environmental consequences and sustainability of its island building efforts. It's crucial to consider the long-term impact on the environment and the potential consequences for these artificial islands. Their ability to withstand natural forces and rising sea levels remains uncertain, raising significant questions about the future of these construction projects in the South China Sea. Japan has already invested over $148 million in building a seawall to protect its airport, but the problem is that the area continues to sink. This raises the question, will China face similar issues with its artificial islands? Only time will tell. Under international law, a country can claim rights to everything within 12 nautical miles of its coastline. But here's the catch: artificial islands don't extend a country's territorial waters. So while China can build islands within its existing territory, these new islands don't officially increase the country's borders. Recently, there have been reports that China may be planning to build yet another artificial island, this time within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. This has caused significant tensions in the region, with many countries accusing China of overstepping its boundaries. The Chinese government has denied these rumors, but only time will reveal what's truly happening. In addition to its island-building efforts, China is exploring new methods for construction in the South China Sea. In 2024, Chinese scientists developed a technique for building tunnels under soft coral sand, creating underground living spaces beneath the islands. Meanwhile, Hong Kong is planning its own land reclamation project, aiming to build artificial islands near Lantau Island. This ambitious project is expected to cost $73.8 billion and provide housing for up to 700,000 people. China's efforts aren't limited to building above the water either. The country is accelerating plans to create a deep-sea platform in the South China Sea, designed to operate at depths of up to 10 feet. This oceanic space station is intended to be a long-term habitable research station, the first of its kind. In conclusion, China's island-building efforts in the South China Sea are impressive but fraught with challenges. The environmental impact, questions about the sustainability of these islands, and the potential for geopolitical conflict all add layers of complexity to this ambitious project. Whether these islands will stand the test of time or crumble under the weight of their rapid construction remains to be seen. Thanks for sticking around until the end. Don't forget to like the video if you found it interesting. See you next time.